Job searching in 2024 is tough. Between endless applications, skill gaps, and dealing with rejections, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. If you are feeling stuck or uncertain about your next step, stick around. Today, I'm sharing the highs and lows of my job search journey so far, plus the real strategies that have helped me to stay productive, motivated, and focused. Whether you are just starting out or feeling the burnout, this video is for anyone navigating the challenges of today's job market. For those of you who are new here, hi, I am Tridi Joshi, and this is my ongoing series where I am documenting my job search journey. And in this series, I am sharing the every part of the process, whether it's working on projects, applying for jobs, or learning new skills. In today's episode, I am taking a step back to reflect on everything I have learned so far, from handling rejections to balancing skills building with applications, and even what I have noticed about the job market in 2024. Hopefully, these insights can help make your own journey a little smoother. And before we jump in, feel free to share your own job search tips or struggle in the comment section below. I would love to hear what's working for you. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss how I'm staying productive, how I'm maintaining motivation, how I balance learning and applying, how I deal with rejections, and the last part, what are the current job market insights for 2024, which I felt like sharing with you guys. So let's get into the video. Alright, so let's start with productivity. Being productive during a job search can be tricky, especially when there is no strict routine. So for me, what worked is setting a daily schedule with small and achievable goals. Honestly, that was a game changer for me. Like, it helped me to stay consistent and keep the track of my progress, and most importantly, feel like I'm actually moving forward. And also I realized that without the structure or routine, you can say, my days were just like I was getting easily distracted. So usually I start my day with applying jobs, and for that I update my resume and cover letter according to the specific job. Then I have set a time in the afternoon for learning, and right now I am learning about LLM. So even if it's just 30 minutes tutorial or practicing a few interview questions, it just add up to it. So having a set time for each task makes me feel like I'm working with a purpose, not just like floating around. It also helps me to make sure that I'm balancing my job application and the skill development. Even if I'm applying for the roles that require LLM or SQL, then improving in those areas becomes a priority. So I set goals that align with that. Each time when I check something off my list, it's like a little win that keeps me going. So something that really helped me is the Pomodoro technique, like setting a timer for 25 minutes and focusing fully on one task, which is surprisingly effective. It feels manageable, and taking a short break between intervals keep me from burning out. So on days when I feel like super motivated, I will just do couple of these in a row, and on tougher days when I feel sick, I'll just stick to just one or two. But either way, I am making progress. So that's a good thing. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, start small. Like, create a routine that makes sense for you, even if it's just few hours each day. Even if it's 30 minutes, it is a progress. So building consistency is everything. Once you are in that habit, it's so much easier to keep that momentum going. So now let's talk about staying motivated, because let's be honest, job searching can feel like a marathon. Some days are just harder than other, especially when you're facing rejection. Like, radio silence after sending out the countless applications. But staying positive has honestly been the only way I have managed to keep going. I'll share a few things that have helped me maintain my energy and keep pushing forward even when things feel uncertain. So one of the biggest thing I have learned is to celebrate the small wins every single one. It could be something as simple as getting a recruiter to view my profile or completing a new project for my portfolio website. So each little achievement is proof that I'm making progress, even if it doesn't feel huge in the moment. So I try to keep track of these wins, almost like a job search journal, which makes it easier to look back and see how far I have come. So the another thing that really helped me is setting a realistic expectation for myself. Like, at first I thought I will find a job in a month if I put like enough effort, but that just led me to burnout and disappointment. Like, you know, the current market, you cannot get a job in 1 month. So now I just focus on the things which I can control, like make my resume that best it can be, and practice for the interviews or building a relevant skills. So that mindset shift has kept me grounded, and it worked for me. And the last part, self-care is must. Like it sounds obvious, but taking breaks and getting some exercise and doing things which I genuinely enjoy have been the crucial. Like I'll go for a walk, spend time with friends or watch a show without any guilt. So recharging like these actually makes me feel more energized when I sit down to apply again the next day. So staying connected with friends and family has also been a huge motivator, and they remind me that I am not alone in this and that my value isn't tied to whether I land a job today or tomorrow. And also I remind myself that every no brings me closer to a yes. It's tough, but I try to look at rejection as redirection. If I didn't get the job, maybe it wasn't the right fit and there is something better out there. Keeping that perspective in mind helps me stay optimistic even on the challenging days. So, to anyone else out there who is feeling discouraged, just know you are not alone. We are all in this together, and every day, every application, even every interview, it's all progress. Keep going and remember to be kind to yourself along the way. Coming to how I balance learning and applying, so that has been one of the trickiest part of my job search, especially since it's so easy to get caught up in just one and neglect the other. But what I have found is that keeping a balance between the two has actually made me feel more prepared and confident while applying to the job. So when I started, I made a list of skills that kept coming up in the job description. Like for data science related job, things like machine learning, deep learning, Python, SQL, etc. etc. So for those kind of skills, I have just followed the structured courses that have helped me to build a solid foundation. But here is the key. Like I didn't let my learning take over my time. Instead, I have scheduled my study session. Like in the mornings, I just spend couple of hours for applying jobs, and in afternoon, I just study for 2 to 3 hours building a new skills which is related to my job description which I have applied in the morning, and in the evening, I spend some times to solve some coding problems. So having that structure mean I was steadily building my skills and actually working toward my career goals. Another thing which I found helpful was applying what I was learning directly to my projects, and coding daily, even just solving small problems kept me in the right mindset for technical interview too. I know it's easy to get overwhelmed, but breaking it down into daily and weekly goals make it manageable. It also help you like you are growing both personally and professionally every day. So if you are trying to balance the two, start with a schedule that allows time for both. And remember, every bit of progress counts. Alright, so let's talk about rejection. Something all of us face but rarely discuss openly. Early in my job search, every rejection felt like personal setback. I had spent hours tweaking my resume, writing cover letters, and preparing for interviews only to get that thanks but no thanks email. I spent hours of tweaking my resume, writing cover letters, and preparing for interviews only to get that thanks but no thanks email. It was so frustrating. But I quickly realized that rejections are inevitable. Like instead of letting them knock me down, I decided to look at them differently. I have also learned to view rejection as redirection. Like if I didn't get the particular role, maybe it's because there is something better suited for me out there. So it sounds cliche, but it's actually helped me to stay motivated. Now, instead of feeling defeated, I focus on how each no is just narrowing my search to roles that truly align with my strength and career goals. So, to anyone else dealing with rejections, remember it's okay to feel disappointed, but don't let it stop you. Use each experience as an opportunity to refine your approach, improve your skills, get even clearer on what you are looking for. Every no is just bringing you closer to the yes. Keep going. So let's talk about the current job market insights, like the trends, what is going on. So honestly, job market in 2024 has been an eye-opener. Like when I started my search, I didn't expected it to be easy, but I definitely didn't anticipated some of the unique challenges that job seekers face this year. It has been a journey, and I have learned a lot about the trends that the ways the market has shifted, especially for the fields like data science and tech. So one of the biggest trends which I have noticed is the high demand for specialization. Like companies are looking for candidates with very specific skill sets. It's no longer just about having general knowledge in data science or any language or any software development. They are looking for a people who have a deep expertise in things like machine learning for a particular industry, cloud computing, or niche areas with AI like NLP. So this shift has made me more focused in my learning. Instead of trying to cover a broad range of topics, I have been deep diving into the areas that align with what I have seen in the job posting. Another trend that had a big impact is the increase in competition. Like with remote work becoming more accepted, candidates aren't just competing locally anymore, we are competing on a global scale. So roles that used to be regionals are now open to candidates from all over the world. This has pushed me to really emphasize what makes me unique in my application and interview, whether that's through showcasing a specific project or highlighting an advanced skill I bring to the table. Interestingly, I have seen an emphasis on soft skills and adaptability. Employers are looking for candidates who can thrive in changing environments and wear multiple hats. They are interested in how we handle challenges, commute with teams, and solve problems creatively. This insights has encouraged me to highlight those qualities in my applications and interview. So it's not just about technical knowledge anymore, it's about showing I can add value to a team beyond just my technical skills. So overall, 2024 has been a very challenging time for job seekers, but understanding these trends has helped me to adapt my approach, knowing what companies are looking for and where the market is heading, which has made me more strategic so I can keep moving forward despite the challenges. So to anyone else navigating this market, keep learning, stay flexible, and remember that the right fit is out there. So coming to the end of this video, if you are in this journey too, remember that persistence pays off and you're building a resilience with every application. I would love to hear about your experience, so share any tips or struggles in the comments. And if you're following along, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. And that's it. See you the next time. Bye bye.